Hello everyone, welcome back to codestudio.saiankit. In this video, we will be discussing the next higher order array function, filter. This video is the fourth one of the 5-part series on higher order array functions in JavaScript. If you haven't seen the last 3 videos, please do watch them, and I've left the links for the same in the description below. Filter. So, filter creates a new array with elements that fall under a given category from an existing array. Like the map function creates a new array, in the same way a filter function creates a new array. So we use filter if we already have an array and we want to grab certain values that match a criteria from that old array. So that particular criteria is referred to as condition. In which way do you think we can filter out items? Let's just say you have a bag of fruits listed here with their little cute icons out there, and you want to filter out items that have a number of letters in the word less than 5, and we require the final array containing letters greater than 5. This is where you can actually see the real world example of the filter method. These are the fruits and we have written a filter method. Don't worry on the condition here because this is different since we have included the icon also. So a main thing is we want to filter out those elements which have word.length less than 5, and we want the elements that are greater than 5 such that our result have length greater than 5. So when we console.log and when we run the code, we get the answer to be banana, grapes, watermelon, orange and pineapple. That's completely fine. This is where you can actually see the real world example of filter method. The syntax is also similar, having the filter function bound to the array and a callback function be called with the iterator element, the element that is currently being processed in the filter process, and index of the current iterable element and the array object. Okay, in filter we are returning a condition inside the callback function. What is this condition and how does this actually help us do this stuff of filtering the values from the old array? So we write down a condition here, and if the condition returns true, we want those elements to be in the new array, and if the condition written false on the elements, then they are not set to be in the place of the array. They are doomed and we don't allow them to be in the new array. So you get it right. If the condition is true, inside the new one. If the condition is false, no, don't allow it into the new one. I'll actually show you an animation of how filter method actually works on an array and how does the condition returning true and false decide how the objects should go into a new array or not. This would probably give you a clear understanding of what a filter actually is. You know this thing, right? Index and array objects are optional. You have seen the last 2 videos. If you haven't, please do watch them. The links are in the description below. This is an array and the decahedron present on the top is the condition that we are assuming to be. And we run the condition on each and every element of this old array, right? So let us see. If the condition is ran on the first element and if the condition returns true, we send that object into a new array just right down below, right? And then we move on to the next element. If the condition returns true, no, it's false. So we don't include it into the new array. Third, false, don't include. Fourth, true, that's why we are including it into the new array. Fifth, true, so enter. Sixth, false, so don't allow. So this is how the controller or the condition moves from one element to another, checks on each element, and if it returns true, we copy it into the new array, and false, don't copy. As simple as that. Let us see the actual code for how to do the same fruits example in JavaScript. So these are the list of fruits that we have: apple, banana, pear, grapes, watermelon, mango, orange, pineapple and kiwi. I've removed those cute small icons because that would be a little bit confusing when we write the code. Okay, so we have to actually declare a new array where if the condition is true, those elements will go into that new array. So let's say I have a new array, new fruits, and I am binding my filter method to my old fruits array, filter dot fruits dot filter, and then inside this I have to include my callback function with the iterable element. I pass in each iterable element, that is like fruit word. Then I would be calling the arrow function and I'll be returning the condition here, right? So if this condition is true, then I want that element to be inside our array, right? So fruit word dot length must be greater than 5. So this is the case when we want our fruit word to be inside our array, right? So if length is greater than 5, then into the array. So let me actually make it into a single line. That would be easy to read. This is nice. Fine. And then let me print it and then run my code. Yes, so banana, grapes, watermelon, orange and pineapple, these are the fruits that have length greater than 5. So why did apple didn't come? Because apple's length is exactly equal to 5 and not greater than 5. So let's say if we want to include words that have length greater than or equal to 5. So then we have apple and mango also into the list. So this is how you write down the code for filter method. I hope you get it. So filter is pretty simple and pretty helpful too while writing code in real world examples. You can filter out undefined values or values that you don't actually need. Let's say you have a big company and you get a lot of mails and you just want to include mails that end in @gmail.com and not any other host providers. Then you can filter out those items based on that host name that doesn't contain @gmail.com. Those are out of the array, and those with @gmail.com are into the new array. You can write a condition and then you can take your new array and that's it. You have filtered out. Pretty useful, right? So this is how you can use filter method. Thanks for watching this video. If you love the video, please hit a like down below and subscribe to codestudio.saiankit. And also do watch the last 3 videos of higher order functions, forEach method and map method. Also stay tuned to the next reduce method. Bye bye. Signing off. Saiankit, Code Studio.